Okay, good morning, dear students. Hope that you have seen my first part of the video. I discussed about the heart structure. So today, I'm here again to further conduct the class, continue where we left. Okay, we're done with the heart. Now today we're going to look at three types of blood vessel. Okay, the three type of blood vessel you can see over here in the slide. Okay, you can see the slide over there. Okay, so we have artery, capillary, and vein. Okay, so each of these blood vessels, they have very unique function to the body, and the structure itself is very unique. Okay, what I say unique, you can see over here. Okay, for artery, you can see the lumen. This is what we call the opening here is lumen. If you were to see the lumen size for artery is very small, and it has a very thick elastic wall. Now, why is very small lumen? So that it can maintain the pressure, because artery carry oxygenated blood from the heart to the entire body. Basically, carrying oxygenated blood to the entire body, which is coming out of the heart through the aorta, and then it will enter artery. Artery will supply oxygen to the entire body. But in order to do so, the blood need to be traveled. The one that carry oxygen need to travel very fast. So if we wanted to be transferred very fast, it must have high pressure. So how the high pressure is being generated is due to the small opening of the lumen size. So it will generate a high pressure, which will propel all this blood cell that carry oxygen. But at the same time, if this high pressure, the wall should be thick so that it will not rupture. Okay, so that is artery. Now, we were to look at capillary. Okay, this is capillary over here. I guess you all know what's capillary. I've taught you before this. There's alveolus and blood capillary, the diffusion rate. Okay, so what's so unique about capillary is, okay, capillary has one cell thick. The wall size, the size of the wall is one cell thick. Thickness is one cell thick, which allow faster diffusion of materials. Okay, and then if you were to look at vein, okay, now vein is something very unique. You can see the arrow from here. It carry carbon dioxide or waste material, mainly carbon dioxide. Blood will carry carbon dioxide from the body to the heart. Okay, and since it's doing so, it's against the gravity. So you can see there is something unique over here. This is what is called valve over here. Can you see? This is valve, which will not found in capillary or in an artery. Only can be found in vein. That's so unique for vein. Huh? So why there is a valve? So it will ensure one flow, one direction flow of blood all the way into the heart, so that the blood will not go down. Okay, so it will ensure all the blood flow in one direction into the heart. Okay, against the gravity. Huh? Okay, so this is what I did in the form of table, comparison table. So you can see as a PT student, you need to be well versed with the drawing as well. So you can see the drawing over here. For R3, you can see it has a very thick elastic wall followed by a small lumen. And then vein, very thin wall with large lumen. And within the lumen, you can see valve. And then we have capillary, which is a very thin cell wall. Okay, a single cell wall. Okay, single cell wall, which is very thin, one cell thick. That's how we address it. Okay, so you can see all the comparison over here. Okay, the only thing will have valve is vein. The rest will not have valve. Okay, artery will carry oxygenated blood, which will be flowing very fast under high pressure, whereas vein, the blood flow will be slow under low pressure because they're just carrying carbon dioxide, which is not needed by our body. So it will slowly go into the heart. From there, it will be going towards the lung, and then exchange will happen, and then we expel through our exhale process. Okay, and capillary, uh, it is slow, the movement, but it is under high pressure. Why? Because the pressure will allow faster diffusion. Okay, so this whole thing is still, okay, connected as a big thing over here. There you can see. So from aorta, blood will carry oxygenated blood Okay, enter the R3. This is R3. So since it's traveling in high pressure, you can see the outer layer is very thick. Okay, so it will push all the blood cell, okay, carrying oxygen into the blood capillary. Now at the blood capillary, this one cell thick, since this capillary is one cell thick, oxygen will diffuse to the tissue, that the cell will absorb oxygen and produce waste product, which is carbon dioxide, will then diffuse from the tissue into the blood capillary. Now, once it diffuses into the blood capillary, the carbon dioxide, which is carried by the blood, will join with the vein, okay? And the vein will carry all this deoxygenated blood into the heart. Okay, so in order to do so, as they go climb, right, they are going against the gravity. They have valve which allow them to do so. Okay, so I hope that you can get the bigger picture and clarification on what had happened from the blood vessel and the heart structure, how they complement each other. Okay, are we clear on that? So I hope that you can understand. That is the start line topic on this. I'll go further touching another subtopic. Okay, quite interesting though. Yeah, you can see the blood type. Okay, so I guess you have ample of time to go around and ask your family members about the blood type. Now, the blood type that we have, okay, would be A, B, AB, and O. Now, as I mentioned over here in the slide over there, you can see there is a chart. So those of you having blood type A, you can definitely donate the blood to someone that have blood group A or AB. Okay, and you can receive blood from A and O. Okay, whereas those who are having blood group B, you can donate to B and AB, and you can donate B to AB, and you can receive from B to O. Okay, so you can get from either from person from B or someone that is O. Okay, whereas AB, if you are having AB, you are considered a lucky person because you can receive basically from any type of blood you can receive. Okay, but you only can donate to AB blood group only. Okay, you only can donate to AB, but you can receive from all the other person with different blood group. So kind of advantage for you. For universal donor, why we call it as universal donor? Because this type of person, blood group O, they can donate to anyone. But as good as it seems, if they can donate to people, they only can receive from blood group O, which is a bit sad. Okay, now this is uh, just a further explanation why we call O as a universal donor. Okay, universal donor can uh, give their blood, donate their blood to any blood type because blood O has no antigen and research. Okay, so therefore nothing will happen. There will be no interaction. So there's no population will take place. So there's no reaction. So they can receive the blood because there's no antigen. So basically there's no going to be any form of reaction. So it's safe for them to receive blood from O blood group. Now for AB, they're known as the universal recipient because pretty much they can receive blood from any people because people with blood group AB positive do not make any form of antibodies to their blood. So basically they can receive from anyone because they don't have antibodies. Okay, so without antibodies, antigen antibody reaction will not take place, so therefore there will be no coagulation. Okay, so this is the advantage and disadvantage. Okay, so I hope you will do some further reading on this, and I'll attach the slide as well with some exercise on the PT3 format and as well as some online quiz on this. So do try out. And those of you have printer, you can print the worksheet and try to do it at home. If you can't have, you're unable to have the printer service, well, no worries. You can get a piece of paper and do it in the paper. You just write down answer, put in a file, and once we back to the normal class setting, you can do it. You can come over and ask how the question and answer. Okay, so that's it for today. See you around, be safe, stay at home.